Clarence Thomas. I'm a third-generation longshore worker here in the Bay Area. I'm here today speaking as the co-chair of the Million Worker March movement. And I know that the media likes sound bites. Well, I'm going to give you one. The reason why I and other workers will be standing in solidarity on Wednesday for the call for the general strike by the Occupy Oakland movement is because this is a movement about fighting corporate rule with worker power. I'll say it again. Fighting corporate rule with worker power, the 99%. For the last 30 years, with the introduction of computer and other technology, American workers have been providing their employer with increased production. At the same time, workers' wages have remained stagnant. It looks like this. That gap represents corporate profits. The profits that the 1% have been living off of and participating in to the detriment of the 1%, to the 99%. Today, only 7.2% of workers in the private sector belong to a union. That is the lowest percentage since the year 1900. And one of the reasons for that is because of corporate rule run amok. But we must be very clear about something. This is not about a crisis on Wall Street. This is capitalism run amok. Capitalism has failed us. It no longer can deliver the goods. What does it say about a country who has billionaires right here in the state of California who are employers, but have their products produced in Asia, where they have people working for slave wages? And the only way that's going to be turned around is when workers rise up. And one last point. I'm a worker and I know a little bit about history because my union was involved in the 1934 general strike. People need to be clear about one thing. The call for this general strike did not come from the AFL-CIO affiliated unions. It came from grassroots organizers. But the majority of the workers in this country don't belong to a union. So it's very important and it's a momentous occasion, and I say this. This could represent the dry run of what it will take to build for a general strike. Because the only time working people get any kind of concessions in this country is when they organize and mobilize in their own name. And I'm going to conclude with this quote from a former slave, an abolitionist and trade unionist, Frederick Douglass. Power concedes to nothing without a demand. It never has and it never will. Thank you.